Hey, what's good? It's Peak out here in Singapore, and it is almost midnight, Friday night, January 5th. We done got through the first 5 days of January already, and here we are looking at the weekend, so I am grateful, although I do need to work still. Let me explain why I'm grateful. I don't have to wake up at the crack of dawn and walk her to school while we watch the sunrise. Yeah, I'm grateful. Seriously. Today was a good day, as always. Every day is a good day, but, each for its own different, unique reasons. Today was pretty good because I'm getting the hang of, going to work in the morning after I've dropped her off at school and getting some work done, running off at like 1 o'clock to pick her up. Excuse me. Pick her up from school, run back to work, then have lunch together, and then get on with my life. Like, finish work and then come home and cook dinner and watch a movie or watch something and relax a little bit and go to sleep and start the whole day all over again. It may sound jam-packed to you, but you know what? I'm glad because I get to do this for her. I get to be there every step of the way. I get to be there. No compromises, no ifs, ands, buts, maybes, nothing. I'm there. We definitely decided to go to work in tennis shoes today because lifting and moving furniture in heels sucks. It's not fun, but I did it, damn it, okay? I'm proud, I did it. Like I said, today was a good day. I happened to have an extra special friend that came to work with us today. Wendy's little dog came in. His name is Casper, and he's real cute. I don't even know what kind of dog he is, but he's really short, kind of fluffy looking, and, he can't see out from under his hair, but he's a sweetheart. And he kept Gaia, he kept her occupied pretty much the whole time that she was there, I think. She just was doting on him, and she was over there sitting there playing him music, and he fell asleep, and it was hilarious. It's like she was his mom or something. Got home and had a couple of conversations that I wasn't thoroughly prepared for, but I had them anyway. Ended up talking to my ex-mother-in-law for a little while, because she missed baby girl, and we were able to connect for a little bit, and she fell asleep watching a movie with me, so we get to go in a little bit later tomorrow, and I'm really grateful for that because, like I said, 5 days in a row, waking up at the crack of dawn, and I haven't done this, consistently ever. So, yeah, 5 days is kind of taking its toll on me, so I'm ready for the weekend just because I can sleep in, for an extra hour. Yeah, that's what my life has come to. Alright, you guys, let's get into it, shall we? Tonight's episode is called Invitations, and let me explain what I mean by invitations. I have a lot of conversations throughout the day. I talk to a lot of different people throughout the day. Some people from my past pop up every now and again. Some people whom I keep at arm's length. We get to talk to a lot. People that I really, really want to talk to that are nowhere to be found. I have a lot of conversations. Most of them actually with baby girl because in our commutes and our daily travels, as we get ready in the morning, we talk. So, invitations. Let's see if I can explain it the way I see it in my head. There is a quote that pops up, okay, that comes to mind, and it's kind of ringing in my head at the moment. You do not have to attend every argument that you're invited to. Sure, people will say stuff just to get you riled up, but it's up to you to take the bait or not. Am I right? There's another quote that comes to mind. People and situations both are powerless without your reaction. Now, I've seen it happen time and time again with strangers. They will want to connect with you because, I don't know, they saw a picture that they like or whatever. They want to connect you, they send you a DM. They say, hey, thanks for the ad, or whatever the hell they want to say. And then if you don't respond within 5 seconds, fine, be that way then. Okay? They want you to defend yourself. They want you to know that they're upset and they're throwing their weight around, so they want you to defend yourself. And how you respond to that comment makes or breaks the rest of that conversation. For the most part, I ignore it. Look, if I don't know you, you're going to come at me like that? Well, shoot, it was nice knowing you for the 5 seconds that I did, so that's on block. Now, when it comes to bigger relationships, like relatives or best friends or whatever, when they say things to push your buttons on purpose, You can also ignore them, or you can engage. And I guarantee you, if you engage, they won't stop until they have the last word. Most times, if they are close to you somehow, they know enough about you where they know how to hit below the belt so that you are the last one. Let me put it this way. You won't see it coming, or you may. You're trying to avoid it. You can't help it. You're going to put your foot in your damn mouth, and they go, finish the deal, basically. People like that usually are out for one thing and one thing only: validation. They want to feel better than you. They want to feel smarter than you. They want to feel like, they're justified in their ways and you are not. They want to know that, you're a traitor and they're not. Whatever it is, whatever the case may be, it's basic dick measuring contest. I was invited to a conversation like that tonight. And usually, I would take the bait. I would defend myself and say, no, that's not what happened. Whatever, just kind of, save face. But today, I didn't. I did not engage. I held it at arm's length. I did not respond. And then to that, I got what, you ignoring me now? So, lucky for me, my mother-in-law called at that point in time. So I was able to say, oh no, yeah, my ex-mother-in-law called. So we left it at that. I don't know what it is that makes people do this. That they have to get the last word. They have to go after whoever they think is the weakest so that they can feel good for a little bit of time. Right now in my life, because I am focused on being positive, I'm focused on being grateful, I don't have time to go seek people out for a fight. Because that's an unnecessary waste of my energy. And it doesn't come to any good end. I just destroy things in the process. You know what I mean? It's not something I want to be a part of. So for me, ignoring you, probably the best thing I can do. There are bite marks on my tongue from everything I haven't said. Because I value the relationship over everything else. So it doesn't matter how you see me, it's how I see you. And how I see the long term of our relationship, because this is a freaking marathon, it is not a sprint. If you're related to me, if you're my best friend, if you spent more than a couple months getting to know me, we have history, damn it. And I will do everything I can to make sure that we maintain the relationship. That could be colleague relationships. That could be, friends, business partners, brothers, sisters, cousins, whatever. I'm going to do whatever I can to maintain the relationship. Now, sometimes that may mean that I keep my mouth to myself for a little while. Until you calm down and you are no longer trying to bait me into some stupid conversation or fight or whatever. That's just the way it's going to be. You do not have to attend every argument you're invited to. You don't. Yes, you can take the higher ground, and it sounds cliche. What do you mean take the higher ground? And why I got to be the bigger person every time? Well, because you can be. And because if you sink to their level, it doesn't show that you're any better than them. Everybody can sink to a level and play dirty and hit below the belt and name call. Anybody can do that shit, man. Anybody. That's child's play. Children do that. Are you able to see past the stupid little things that are tripping you over? Can you understand the amount of time invested in a relationship over the course of any one given life and how that could affect your future or your present? I don't have a lot of patience with people who have problems for every solution. You got a problem? Yeah, I'm one of those people that I want to help solve it, right? So you tell me what's going on, I'm going to ask a couple more questions, and then I'm be like, all right, well, how about you do this? And obviously then at that point, it's just, it's just my 2 cents worth. You can take it or leave it. That's fine. But if you keep giving me problems for every solution I come up with, sooner or later, homie, we gonna have a problem. I'm gonna run out of things to talk to you about. I'm gonna start avoiding your ass. You know what I mean? People and situations are powerless without your reaction. It is a trap. It is meant to goad you into a behavior where they can control you. It's almost like the reason that laws were invented, or the way people use them. Not the reason they were invented, but the way people use them now. If they find that there is a group of people that they cannot control, they will force them into a situation where they will react with violence because they don't know any better, or they don't want to be any better, or they're under the influence, or whatever it is. When you react with violence, suddenly they know how to treat you. They know how to deal with you. When you are non-violent, you're passive-aggressive maybe, what can they possibly do to you? Nothing. But if they can bait you enough for you to strike back, then they got you. Then they got you playing their game. Then it's just a matter of when you go to jail or get caught or get in trouble or whatever, rather than if. You keep your mouth shut, you keep doing what you need to do, without upsetting anyone, without hurting anyone, without, breaking the law flagrantly. For the most part, they can't do anything to you. They gotta sit there and take it. Does that make sense? That's the closest thing I can come up with for a parallel at the moment. Everything is powerless without your reaction to it. It's the same thing when they say, one man's meat is another man's poison, right? So something that one person may find attractive, another person may not find attractive. And that's okay. That's okay. That's called natural selection. That's okay. You're not liking the same thing as me? That's not a problem. That means there's more to go around. That means we won't all be looking at the same thing, like, I want that. And then there won't be enough supply. We all like different things. It's alright. It's cool. I swear I had a point with that. I have no idea where that went. Life is tough enough as it is. It's miserable to go through life just upset about everything. And then to want to goad people into, arm-to-arm combat with you. Hand-to-hand combat, whatever you want to call it. That's not helpful to anyone. You're wasting time. Bickering over something that no longer exists or no longer matters or won't matter in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. I don't know. It's easy to join a conversation where someone's complaining about something. It's easy to add to someone's story when they're like bitching about how miserable they are. It's easy. What takes a little more effort and a little more class is for you to take the high road. Stand your ground. If you made a mistake, own up to it. If you can't correct the mistake, correct it. But don't go out there picking fights with people because you feel bad about yourself. Because pushing someone down for you to feel bigger than they are, it says a lot about you, man. I don't know if you realize it. It says a lot about you. I don't know how to help these people or teach them other than to just be quiet and let them stew on it and figure it out themselves. They're better at filling in all the gaps with their imagination than I am. I'm pretty straightforward. I just want to tell you what I feel, what exactly is true. And yes, people will be upset. I get upset. People will want to complain for a little bit. I also need someone to vent to sometimes. But if that's all you ever talk about every time we talk, there's a reason I don't keep in touch then. I'm in a phase of my life where I want to be about something. I want to be productive. I want to leave something behind. I'm telling you, I'm working on this legacy of mine. You know what I mean? But if you can't have one conversation without picking a fight, without drop kicking someone's name just so you can feel better about yourself, come on. What kind of life is that, man? If every time I give you a solution for whatever's going on, you want to ignore me and then stay in that damn, pigsty you call a life and then complain about it some more, well, homie, I don't have time for you. I don't have time for you. Like I said, there are some people who have a problem for every bloody solution. So you might as well hold your breath and not say nothing else. Keep your ideas to yourself. And the invitation is always there. There's always someone who's disgruntled, who wants to trip you up, wants you to resort to lower energies and indulge in that complaining, bickering, bitching behavior. The only way you move forward is if you drop whatever you got that you're holding on to and you put that first step forward. That's the only way that happens. I can't teach it to you. You gotta try. Anyway, I got a little bit of bad news tonight, you guys. My cousin's mom, she and her two sisters put up, an ad on Facebook trying to ask people for bone marrow transplants or, donors. Register so we can figure out, if we can find a match for our mom. I got word today, y'all, she passed away. She was a lovely lady, such a sweetheart. And her daughters, I don't think she could have been more proud of them. I feel bad that I wasn't closer by, that I couldn't be there to help them out, that I wasn't in a place where, I could do anything of service to them. I hate getting bad news like that. It's like, that's the only reason people even get together. Weddings or funerals. I only got this message maybe an hour and a half ago. And I was looking at the clocks, just kind of staring at the TV, and I was thinking, you know what? What would I do? What would I do if my mom passed away suddenly? What hit me even harder than that was I happened to be watching a movie called Yene Rindal. It's got a beautiful song, and I'm attracted to songs, so when it comes to Tamil music, the only reason I'll sit down and watch a movie is either if I like the actor or actress, or if I fell in love with a song and I want to watch the movie to see where the song came from, to kind of put context around the song. The movie, as luck would have it, was about a young man who fell in love with a lady who had a daughter. Unfortunately, on the night of their wedding, she was murdered, so he was left with the daughter. And I was thinking, what would happen, I can't imagine. I can't imagine having anyone love me enough to raise my daughter without me. I can't imagine not being here for her for everything. And maybe that's why I put my relationships first. That's why I don't want to jump into a fight with you. Yeah, it'd be real easy to point out all your mistakes and be like, why the fuck are you doing it this way? Why are you hurting me on purpose? I could do that. That's easy. It's easy as hell. Point out your mistakes and go on my merry way. But you know what? I care. I do. I care. I don't want you hurting no more than I want to be hurt. I don't want to be at odds with people that are supposed to be my best friends. But maybe that's the phase of life you're in. Maybe I was sent to help you sort that out, or at least show you what it's like when you don't have me. I don't know. I know the kind of relationships I want. I know. I've been watching people all my life. I know the kind of husband I want, if I ever get the chance to get married again. I know the kind of family I want to raise. All the way down to the get-togethers and when and how and... Bottom line is, if you're going to be one of those people in my life that wants to come at me with whatever bullshit, you better be ready to get the response you're always going to get. Either I'm going to go silent and not talk to you, or I'm just going to smile and nod, basically, and let you keep moving. Keep it moving. I hope that made sense. I don't know if you got things going on. I don't know what's going on in your lives. I don't know if I'm the only one that's going through some, crazy-ass issues at the moment. There's nothing I can't handle. I'm just saying, it's a little crazy, and it's something that I could definitely do without. Let me put it to you this way. So, think about it. Just because you're invited to an argument doesn't mean you have to attend. And both people and situations are powerless without your reaction. You don't have to react overtly. Yeah, of course you could be fuming inside. You could be ready to jerk a knot in whoever it was. You could do all that stuff, but you don't have to say it out loud. I realized a long time ago, the only reason now, because I realize this, the only reason I will even tell you that I'm in pain is to evoke a response from you. Either that or to wake you up and make you remember that, I too am human and I too do get hurt. Stuff like that. But like I said, if I don't tell you, you will never know. Yes, my poker face is that good. Same goes for social media. If you don't post it all over the place, no one's going to know about it. And sometimes that's okay too. A little privacy never hurt anybody. A little. I'm not saying a lot. A little. Be careful of the people you hang around. Be careful of the energies that end up around you. Protect your energy at all costs. It takes a lot of effort to change an emotion that someone has kind of happily handed off to you in an energy exchange. You ever notice that? You sit down and you talk to somebody and they start complaining, but you were in a good mood when you went in, but somehow by the end of the conversation you're drained and you're upset and you're frustrated, and they seem to be better. You ever notice that? There is an energy exchange. So protect your energy. Be careful of who you spend time around. There are certain people that all they do is complain. Man, leave them in the dust. They'll catch up when they're ready. Not everyone is meant for you. Okay? Well, I gotta go because I can see one eye is getting ready to close and the other eye is trying to join suit, and I don't know if I can continue talking while both eyes are closed. I don't think it would be smart. I don't think I'd say anything relevant somehow. I appreciate the time it takes for you to listen. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you so much for your comments. If you're on SoundCloud, please, as you listen to the podcast, what they do allow you to do is tag a moment of that conversation, and you can write me a comment so I know with what, the comment was in regards to. Leave me comments on YouTube, please. Send me messages on Instagram. Contact me on Facebook. Whatever it is, whatever your shtick is. I'm on Snapchat, y'all. Just send me a snap. Whatever it is. Leave me a message. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think I'm completely full of shit and I should probably stop talking because I don't know what I'm talking about. Or if you feel like, I'm relatable, you understand, because I've been through that shit too and so are you. So, I don't know, maybe we can make something work. But until then, I'm going to catch y'all tomorrow, okay? Y'all take care.